All right, and we are rolling. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Skater Chris and Oscar YT, aka Christian. And today we are back with another video. So today's video is gonna be a different kind of video. I don't think I've ever done a video before, but it's gonna be called the Fedex Experience. So as I mentioned before, probably a month or two ago, I used to work at FedEx as a package handler, and I quit like last week or week before last? I think either the week before last or last week. I don't remember, but it was on July 1st, so maybe 2 weeks ago. And y'all, when I tell y'all, working at FedEx or a warehouse job is not for the weak at all. I felt like I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So this is gonna be like a little like before you work there, apply there, or whatever like that. Just give you a little rundown on it. So before I started working there, I applied like 2 to 3 times, which was weird. It's like first you go on the web because they're hiring, or at least it says that they have a big "we're hiring" sign, but it's a little tricky to get in there. So I went on the website and then I went on Indeed or the little QR code they have out there. So I went on there. I applied 3 times. It's like first they send you a link, then you do it, and then they're like, okay, we'll reach out back to you, blah blah blah. No one ever reached out to me. That was the first time. Second time, then my friend sent it to me again, so I just tried it one more time, and then I got a call after I filled it out. And then when I got a call, he was basically telling me when to come, blah blah blah. And I think he told me bring some information, but it was never no interview. So I don't know if people do interviews, but I never got interviewed. That's how I knew like, oh, this is gonna be a different kind of job. And I don't think did I do a background check? I think I probably did. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I think I probably did, but I'm not too sure. But basically, yeah, he just said come in, bring your information, stuff like that. Boom. My first day was like May something. It was like May something. I don't remember. But I think it was like the first or second week of May. I don't remember. So boom, I started. I had like 3 days. I had like 2 days of training actually. Training was like sometime in the morning, like early morning. I don't remember. And it was like for like 3 to 4 hours. We were basically like introducing ourselves, listening to talk. We watched a couple videos. Honestly, in training class, I never really paid attention. So we did our training, boom, then day 2 training. And it's like I was so because it's just like when you're training, you get so sleepy because like you're just sitting there listening to talk. And it's just like, but it was only like 3 to 4 hours, so you just going in and out. Okay, boom. So I did training 1, training 2, and then third day, that's when training's over. They just take you right to the warehouse. So we went to the warehouse. So we did go in the warehouse, I think on day 1, and it was like really, really hot. I was like, oh my god. But I wasn't really paying attention. I was just walking around. I was like, okay, so we're just gonna do a little walk around, nothing too biggie. So we did the walk around. Me, I was like, it's too hot. So then day 3, he was like, yeah, we're gonna be in training. I didn't know that we were gonna do 3 day training. I thought at least a week, but I guess not. I guess all you need to know is within 2 days. But I felt like in training and like other job, well, every other job with training, they don't really teach you everything. They teach you 1 or 2 things, and then they just throw you out in the wildfire. You just gotta like learn how to lay it out yourself. So boom, we went in on day 3. So what did I do my first day? I think I was just loading up trucks. Was I loading up trucks? No, I was just lining it up. So, what do they call it? Sorting. I think they call it sort. Yeah, because I didn't have the scanner either. Because I didn't have the little thing. They give you like a little thing, a little wristband where you attach the scanner onto it. Um, so I didn't have that. So I was just sorting the truck. Sorting the truck. It wasn't hard. The problem was I wore jeans. I wore jeans. I wore a shirt. Now on day 2, they did say that you could wear shorts, but I didn't realize how hot it would be. And I wore this little brown shirt that had me sweating a lot. So I was sweating like real bad. I was like, oh my god. And then it's just like, man, if I knew it was gonna be like this, I would not apply. And I remember my first day, I didn't leave to 10 o'clock. It felt like forever because I think we came in at 3. And so that was like long step. And I was like, oh my god, when it's time to go, when it's time to go. So I was working for like 7 hours. It was real hot. It's literally hot in there every single day. And yeah, it was just crazy. Um, and then after that next day, that's when I wore shorts. That was like the one and only time I wore jeans. Now it is times where I wore joggers if I didn't have no shorts to wear. But I feel like wearing jeans, no. Now for shoes, you can wear any kind of shoes. You just can't wear like no Crocs, no like heels, like no crazy shoes. But any shoes is good. But I can see why other places. I did hear that other places they want you to wear steel boot shoes, and I'm gonna tell you we're gonna get later on that why. But yeah, so for the remainder of that week, I was basically just loading up. I was like loading up trucks and stuff like that. So how it works is that there's the thing called the belt. The belt is like the thing that like put packages down. So like let's say there's a package and it just that's what the belt's called. Now we have 2 sides. We have a even odd side. So for the most part, I always did even, but it'll be some days where I do odd. So, and the belt number I did was 500. I was on two. I was on 500, 600, but for the most part, I was always on 500. And 500 was the craziest. That's why they put me on there because nobody liked 500. 500 was too much. And mind you, I think a week before I started, my cousin did. He used to work there for a couple months. He said, "Do not go there. They're gonna have you doing too much. Loading up trucks is too much." And at first, I laughed. I was like, "Man, it's probably not that bad." I see what he's saying now because I would never go back there. It was worse. So and then the thing is, you like most trucks you'll do at once will probably be like 3 to 4. Cause me since I was a beginner, I think I did like 2 to 3, 2 to 3, yeah, 2 to 3. And then the thing is, I thought it wasn't that bad, but it's to the point where it's just like when you're doing certain trucks, I feel like in the beginning and towards the back of the belt, back of the is that the belt? Yeah, back of the belt. That's when you get hit with the most packages. With me, I was kind of different. I never really had a assigned truck. It's just like whatever they wanted me for the day, I'll do. And well, in the beginning, but towards the end, I was a splitter, and I'll get more about that. So it's just like basically, you would like grab the package off the belt. You have a scanner you put on your finger, like any one of your fingers, and you have a little scanner too. So it's like you have the thing on your wrist. It's like a mini little, kind of like a mini like a phone, but you like, and then you have the scanner. So you like you grab it, you scan it, boom, and then you click the truck it's supposed to go to. Then you put it on the truck. Now when you take it to the truck, there's numbers. It's 1,000, is 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500. 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, and then also 9,000. 9,000 you put under the belt. I didn't know that. I used to put 9,000, 8,000. So like you scan it, you take it to the number it's supposed to be, make sure the sticker is visible, and then you go back to the belt and collect more packages. The problem would be is that mind you, you're doing 3 trucks, so it's just like you gotta grab it, scan it, and you gotta throw it like real fast, well neatly of course, and then hurry up before like you miss your other packages. So it's like you have to like really like move, and it's just like me. I'm not gonna lie, I was moving slow. It's like I'll move. It's like I try to make it precise. I try to make sure it's packaged right. You can see the number, but that was the biggest complaint. My manager was like, "Chris, you gotta move fast. You gotta move fast. You gotta move. You gotta move." And it's like, man, I'm not a robot. And mind you, you don't really get breaks either. And that's what he said to me. He said, you don't really get breaks. You can go whenever you want to, but just don't take too long. And it's the reason why he said don't take too long, because mind you, you're doing 2 to 3 trucks. It's like you cannot, at first, I'm not gonna lie, at first, I used to take 10-minute breaks because my previous job, I used to have 10-minute breaks. So I used to take 10-minute breaks. But I didn't think I really had any trucks assigned for real. And this is the thing, when you're doing trucks that have a lot of packages, you cannot really take longer than 5 minutes. Well, longer than 5 minutes, because just like, think about it. If you're not there to collect your package, it's just gonna go to the back of the belt and it's gonna get filled up. Now, granted, some people, if they see your package, because they say any package you see a package, scan a package, grab that package, scan it, whether it's yours or not. Me, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to scan the packages. If it wasn't mine, I let it go. I didn't care. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's just like, it was a lot. I don't want to scan your own package. So it'll be sometime, and sometimes honestly, when I see my package, I just let it go. Like it was too much. And literally like, and then honestly, the times I went to the bathroom, it was never like a lot of packages I missed. I probably missed like 1 or 2, but I'm sure it's been times where I missed like a lot of packages, cause like man, it used to be hot, and then I used to bring my water bottle. Why my water bottle got missing when I went to do a different side? I'm like, where'd my water bottle go? I literally lost 2 water bottles. The water bottle I bought and the water bottle they gave me during when I was filling out some information. So it's like now I'm losing water bottles. I'm hot. I'm doing 5 trucks, 3 trucks. It's just too much. It's just too much. And then I remember that on my 3rd day of training, because how it works is that every day it's a different time you go in, and that'll download apps like that. So I was wondering, I was like, well, what are our off days? But everybody have different off days. So I look on the app. I think, yeah, I think I had checked the app like on Saturday, because I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna be off on the weekends. I'm gonna be off that day. I'm like, wait, so when I'm gonna be off? Y'all, I think it was by the time I got to Saturday, that's when I checked the app. I realized my off, because the girl told me check your the app for the off days. That's when I realized my off days were Thursday, Friday. So at that point, on my first week, I already worked 5 days in a row, and then I missed my off day. So I'm like, man, I gotta work another week too to have my off days. Like, this is crazy. And going in there every day is just so like, oh my god, it's so draining. It's hot. It's so many packages. Cause it's like your start times could be 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4, 4:30, anytime from 3, latest 6. Well, they say 6:30, but the latest I ever went, it was 6 o'clock, and which isn't bad. But the thing is, time also moved too slow too. So it's just like, it's 6 o'clock. I do one package. I feel like it's not moving fast enough. I want to do one package and I want it to be 6:30 already, but it don't move that fast, unfortunately. So, I'm sorry, what was I saying? I'm just rambling. Yeah, start time different. So, and that was I kind of liked it because I'm like, okay, I might start at 3 today, but then I might start at 5 tomorrow. And I used to think that if we're starting like after like 4, like at 5, that it's gonna be a slow day, and it's like it could be, but also it could be like shorter hours, but it could still be like a lot of packages. So I felt like it didn't really help too much. So I was like, oh, that's kind of sucky. um, and so yeah, and then also you have like small packages and big packages. So the big packages they call are ICs. So ICs, if it's too heavy, you gotta like basically put it on the side of the truck. So how it works is that their trucks are like side by side. On my belt, it was like 510 to 594. So the ICs you wouldn't want to put it on the side. Like the big teeps, honestly, put it on the side. However, when the truckers get there, like around 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, is it 9 o'clock or 8? I think 8. No, I'm sorry. 8 o'clock, like around 8 o'clock, 8:30. That's when all the truck drivers get there, because they have to leave by like 9:30 or 9 o'clock. That's when they leave, like 9:30, 9 o'clock. So you like grab the ICs and you put them on the side. Now sometimes some people just fling the ICs, where it's just like on the sides. It's just so much packages over there where the truck drivers are just mad. They get mad and it's just like blah, 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 blah. Now me, I've never really had a trucker get mad, but honestly, it's been time where it's like, listen, my truck is full. I can't stuff this all this stuff in there. And sometimes it was just too heavy. I'll just fling back there. You want to get mad? Get mad. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But no, but yeah, that is a possibility. That's why I'm like, line it up nice and neatly, blah blah blah. So you're also gonna line it up nice and neatly as well. Um, I did want to try a different position because a lot of people were not package handlers. It's like you're a package handler, or it's one where you unload the trucks, and then there was one where you organize the packages. I don't know I don't know what it's called, but there's like another big belt that pushes the packages down, and that's where you're organizing to which belt number. So I was 500. So if I see a 500 package, I'll line up 500. Then these people come in this little trolley, and I'll put it on there. But with that, it was just too many packages. It was a lot. They were heavy. On there, I was really hot over there, so I didn't like that either. And then it came to a point where I lost both my cups. I'll just get one of them little small little Dixie cups, and I'll just put ice in it. I'll just eat the ice. I was like, man, I gotta cool down. It's too hot. I don't know what that was called though, but I didn't like that one either. And it's just like if they feel like your belt is too slow, they'll try to move you somewhere. I remember they moved to, was it 400? 400 was a nightmare. I was like, oh my god, stop moving me places. Like if our truck is slow, just let me sit here and let me deal with it. And then sometimes it'll be times where like they'll be like, okay, stop doing this truck. Go help this person. Go help that person. Like just zigzag you all around. I'm like, oh my god, let me stay on one truck. Like, oh my god. And then I remember when I did 600 for the first time, they put me in the back of the belt. Back of the belt is the worst part. Unless you move fast, that's the worst part you ever want to work at. I hate the back of the belt. I hate the front of the belt. Because the front of the belt is just like, boom, your package right here. Boom, your package right there. It was just too much. So the back of the belt, I remember I was helping this guy. Because I was trying my hardest. I tried to put everything in the right area. Try to scan everything. I tried to do everything. But I guess he's like, you're useless. He wasn't saying it to me, but he was saying, he was like, man, this man's useless. Like, he was just going in on me. I'm like, whoa. What's this bounce my first day, buddy? And it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't move the fastest. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. It is what it was. But I try to make sure, to be fair, I try to make sure everything on the right spot. Because I know some people just flinging stuff. Like with this one girl, who's my friend now, she was putting the packages in the wrong numbers. I'm like, okay, now listen. At least I move slow, but I make sure it's in the right truck. The package she put in was not in the right, it was not in the right truck at all. But I was like, it is what it was. And they do say that working there does help you lose weight, I guess. Like you can lose a few pounds, but it just wasn't worth it. Me, I'd rather just go in the gym. I cannot. It was too hot. You can't have your phone. And something to do too. Something to say too. So basically, when you get there, you have a locker, at least for mine. And I also worked in the one in the Homestead and Ranch area. If you guys are in Miami, you know what that's at. That FedEx. So you get there. There's some lockers outside. I had a lock, so I will put my phone. I will turn my phone. I'll put my locker. Put my phone in a lock, and then I will go into little scanner thing, like metal detector ish. yeah, metal detector, I'm sorry. And then you will scan your badge. I didn't bring my badge, I could have brought it. I scanned my badge and then I just walked through. And then also when you're coming out the building, when it's time to go home, that's when they like scan you too. So like just in case you try to steal something, whatever like that. So that's like the process of that. And then you go in, you clock in with your fingerprint, and then you go to your belt. Also, what was cool too, off topic kind of, but they had a vending machine. The vending machine was cool. It's like you just scan your card, and then you open up the vending machine, you grab what you want. I thought it was pretty cool because I've never seen that before. But yeah, the job was really, really a lot. Honestly, people worked there for years, months. I was only working there. I was already knew that I was going to quit on July 1st because I just had to pay something off, and I couldn't wait because it was just too much. Every day it was too much. I was hot. It was just too much. I was beefing with people because people was getting mad. I was putting their package on the wrong side, and I'm gonna get to the beefs. So I started beefing with people when I started being a splitter. So remember, the packages are coming down the belt, even or odd side. So how they do that is that means you're the splitter. So splitter, you got to push the even odd. Now a splitter, I feel like that's the best thing I was good at, but the thing is sometimes it'll be too many packages. Remember, there's a belt that the package is coming down, but there's also the ICs that the people in the little trolleys I was talking about earlier, they come down there. So it's just like I'm getting packages from two different ways. And it's just like sometimes it's just too much where it's like I cannot grab everything. It's just too much. Then it's hot. The fan wasn't blowing on me hard enough. It's just like I'm hot too. Like give me a break. What can I do? And then there was this girl, she used to give me attitude, stuff like that. I'm like, man, you see these packages. That's fine. It's like, you see these packages behind me. What can I do? Can't do anything. It was, sir, I remember this other lady came up to me one time. This other girl came up to me. I was like, man, I remember I used to get an attitude. I said, listen, y'all gonna get this best way I can give it to you. I'm sorry. Now, weekdays, being a splitter was miserable unless it was slow. Because I'm splitting the big packages, small packages, and the little like envelopes. Like little envelope, like what I just like, you know when you order something really small for Amazon and it's like really, really small, or like letters, that's when it was easy, because then it's just like I'll do those, and then you get a little container that has this, you have to open the container and put that in there. That I was kind of good at splitting, but when it was just too much, it was just too much. Then sometimes you open up the container flipped over, packages out, so now you gotta grab the packages, even like it's a lot of work. And then some packages, it was like 990, you gotta flip that over because that means they gotta put the right number on. So then big package, I gotta flip over. Then it was other packages that was on the wrong belt. I'm doing 500, I'm getting 200 belt. Gotta flip that over. Sometimes it was too big. It's just like I was doing so much work. And then this boy I knew who worked at my previous job, I was here from time to time, but I remember my manager was not there for the day. He was saying that he gonna be like, he gonna watch over whatever like that, blah blah blah. And then he talking about some, when I have my splitters over there in the belt, I have them doing this, doing that. He wanted me talking about some, the 510 truck, I gotta line up the ICs over there, and then the big packages, I have to like flip it over, and then if I could run it over to 600 belt, do that until I'm like, that's too much work. That's too much work. You're not my manager, so I'm not doing all that stuff. And then he tried to give me attitude too. I was like, you know what? Because you try to give me attitude, like you my manager, they trying to give me attitude. This is just too much. So literally, I'll tell people, like, man, July 1st, might look crazy. July 1st, I'm out here. I'm out here. Because the thing is, people say they'll quit. Me, I'm not bluffing. If I say I'm quitting for the quit, mind you, that is the first job I quit. That is. But the point still stands because that was slavery. And mind you, I already have another job too I work at. So it's just like, it's no point in slaving away. And then mind you, with FedEx, they pay you weekly. It's like 17.70 weekly. My first two checks were like 439 and 438, 428, something like that. But after that, my check was never $400 again. It was like 300, 200. So it's just like, I'm not making no money for it. It's like, why am I slave away 5 days a week? Get like $400 check. That's not worth it. My shopping cart $400 alone. Like, what? I'm not gonna keep slaving away here. No, I'm done. So I was like, man, once this paid off, I'm quitting. So I quit that. I was so happy. My manager called me talking about something. Yo, where you at? I think 2 days later. Yeah, because how I worked was that Wednesday, that was my last day. I had Thursday, Friday off. And then I didn't come in Saturday. He called me Sunday. He was like, where you at? I said, I thought I told you my other manager, Carlos, I quit. Which I didn't. That was a lie. I didn't. He was like, you could have told me that, but whatever. And he hung up in my face. But I didn't care because he would be like, come on, Chris, you gotta move through that. Move like I'm a machine. You barely get breaks. Matter of fact, you don't get breaks at all. You have to take your own break, but again, you can't take too long. It was too much splitter. People was complaining. He was complaining. And then when the packages are coming from the where the ICs are on the left side, sometimes the package will get it's like a little hole that the package gets stuck in. It'll get stuck, and when it gets stuck, it's a big blockage. That means all the big packages are blocked, and this package coming this way. I will tell the people driving my IC, I say, yo, this package stuck. Sometimes they'll pull out, they'll be like, and just pull off. I'm like, you can hear me. And sometimes I'm like, yo, come get this, come get this. Some would do it, some won't. And there was also a button that they could have pressed that could make the packages go backwards. Some of them didn't want to press that. It just was too much, way too much. Now, the best days were to work were the weekends, because when you work the weekends and well, when I did 600, because 600 has one side. It has two sides, but basically, it had three sides for even. I'm sorry, three tracks for even, and on the rest sides were odd. So that was easy. It's like splitting that was easy, especially the days where like there were no evens on that side. Everything go down one bell. So I had no problem with that because that was really easy. Now sometimes 600 can get crazy, but everything's on one side, so it's much easier. So I definitely enjoyed splitting more than loading up trucks. And then what was my breaking point was what you call my manager. His name was Carlos. A package that fell on his, I shouldn't be telling his business, but a package that fell on his foot, and he had to chop his toe off. I said, whoa, on GTA, because I heard you're not supposed to say something like that. Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's where some FedEx make you wear steel toe boots, and that makes a lot of sense. Because imagine you slaying with this job that's paying you $200, and then you gotta chop your toe off. Like, I'm done. I gotta go. And I felt bad for him. I never texted him though or called him about it, but yeah, I was like, yeah, that's my breaking point, because I'm not gonna injure myself over this job. It's not worth it. So I ended up quitting and never went back. Hallelujah, praise God, because I rather do YouTube full time, and yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much the FedEx experience. Is there anything else I'm missing? I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything else? And then also honestly, this is basically my experience though, but this is my experience. You might like it, like, cause there's people that's worked there for years and months. So I may not like it. You may like it. Me, I hate it. Worst job ever. I'll never work there ever again. Ever. But you know what? You might like it. It might be for you. It's just not for me. So yeah, that's my experience. If you guys ever worked at a warehouse or FedEx, let me know what's your experience, because this is my experience, and 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Well, I would, just so you can experience it, but I wouldn't say work there long term. Because my friend worked there. He said he worked there for 2 weeks. I was like, man, I want to quit the day. I want that warehouse. What else am I missing? Pretty much, I think that's it. And sometimes if you're cool with somebody, it made like time go by quick too. Like it was like this one boy I talked to who was in my training class, this other girl I'm still friends with, and this other girl, I didn't even know her name till like the last week I was working there. I was like, what's your name? But she was really cool too. And then yeah, but that was pretty much the experience. Oh, and sometimes like they'll have you running around, like let's say the back of the belt get too blocked, they'll have you like pushing around a cart, and they'll make you like put the packages on the cart. But that's like, who cares about that? But yeah, that's pretty much my experience. Yeah, but the thing is also, it may sound easy how I got in, but a lot of people apply and they don't get that response back. So it's a little tricky to get in. So you might gotta go do it a couple times. Now I'm not gonna lie, I do want to work at Amazon for the experience, but I might not. But I do want to do it for the experience though. So I may not. But if I do, I'll let y'all know that. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? And if you go in there, I would say just wear some shirts and shorts. Like wear shorts. Bring you a cup so you can fill up with ice, water, so you can be prepared. I feel like you might get frustrated. You might get annoyed. It's a lot of packages. Sometimes they might split it right. So I would say just be prepared that you might be annoyed for the day. But overall, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you want to, just go for it, and then just try it out, see if you like it. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know if you worked at FedEx in your area, how to go. And yeah, that's all for today. See you guys next time. Peace.